welcomes him to share his refined knowledge and experience with us. Please, sir.
Thank you, Kajal. Thank you. Thank you so much. First of all, if in case there is any faculty member out there, please accept my warm greetings and gratitude, and a big hello to all the young folks out there and the students who are part of this, a webinar and a series. And thanks for sparing time to hear me out. Uh, to start first, I think let's make some little small ground rules in terms of our interaction, because uh, I'm trying to interact with people with without a video and kind of a face-to-face conversation. So what I'll do is, first of all, I'll try to make it as interactive as possible. So please use the chat box and give comment and acknowledgement whenever I request you to, because it will help me understand that and my voice is reaching you, and whatever I'm trying to convey makes sense to you, all of you. Secondly, what we'll do is, we'll 30 to 40 minutes, I'll try to take you through a small, a document, moreover an abstract document, and I'll try to convey little thoughts on building career in technologies, because that's what many people nowadays aspire to, especially from an engineering background. And then thereafter, forum will be open for whatever questions you have from all of you, whatever doubts or questions that you want to know or understand, you want my input on. So that's how I think we can go along. And in case if there is any the bandwidth of allows, if we can have 2 3 people or a coordinator switching on their video, I think that will be very great, so that it can build a more engaging interaction, only if it allows. So Kajal can perhaps highlight on that, and then I think we can begin.
Well, sir, you can start, and then the switching on camera will be done as for the people will be available or not.
Sure. So I think few of you can see me.
Yes, you are visible, clearly visible.
Okay, I'll try to present a screen, and just give me a sec.
Your screen is visible now, sir.
Okay, okay, and you can hear me loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So first of all, a very good morning to a very good evening to all of you, and thank you for hearing me out. And as you have reached out to ask me to address the students, so if I may understand from you, please, all of you who are there, please commenting in the chat box, so that I can come to know that you all are there and getting things. To start with my viewpoint, and what I am gone through, and what, like Kajal has already presented. I am squadron leader Rohit Chauhan, and I've been part of the Air Force, in terms of my journey, and I've been part of corporate work also. I worked with JPMorgan and Chase. I've been part of working with United Nations on various projects and works. I've worked with various big tech companies. I have also been part of government of India and a lot of strategic projects, which involves policy work, which involves working on technology projects, and which involve operational aspect, which are little strategic in nature from the government point of view. So this is about me. And also what I can guarantee you is that career and working on technology has been thing which I've been speaking about from a very long time. Try to help people, because I always believe that for the most important gift that you can give to anybody is a job. Because if you give a job and if you enable somebody for a job, the future of entire family accordingly changes, and he or she is able to what we say is able to uh, understand and is able to give bread and butter to their family, which is, I think, the biggest service that we can do to their families. Yeah. So to start with, first of all, let's hope my. I think there are a lot of more notifications which are coming. Let me do something about it. So there are total of 74 people out there in the room. Yeah. Can you hear me right now? Please give a
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Fine,
sir.
fine, 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 fine. Thank you. So yeah, let's start. So building a career in disruptive technologies. This is what the topic is all about. To start with understanding what does one come into mind, and what does one think when you think about disruptive technologies. There is lots and lots of jargons, lots and lots of words, lot of things that you must be hearing about, and in your Tech-A-Thon and your activities which you are going through, you must be coming across lots of people talking about very technical stuff, talking on projects, talking about big data, talking about artificial intelligence, talking about machine learning, talking about blockchain, talking about automation, talking about robotics and whatnot. But you know it's very tough for a student to think that what is right for me, where am I heading, what I should look for, what I am good at, what should I do, how should I make my career. I think these are the key decisions that any student coming out of a college will always have. So he will have different roads ahead in front of him. Which one should I walk, which path should I take, what somebody else is doing, this somebody other person is doing that, he is doing great. So you hear a lot of stories and there is lots of noise that build up. Another important point which come across in a journey of a student is that there's a lot of information, especially considering this age wherein you got free information available on YouTube and various other platform. You not only have access to technical stuff, but you also have access to a lot of misinformation, myth, and things which creates a very gray image of a work, which doesn't poses a real picture, which of course is coupled by marketing, which is coupled by a lot of commercial endeavors of various companies to rope in. A lot of people go for a lot of certifications after doing education and still feel that the companies will say we somebody is not good at that, somebody is not good at that. So what to do, what not to do. So there is a lot of chaos. And when I choose this topic, and when I wanted to speak about this topic, is because I know this is very close to each student in terms of understanding and making sense out of lots of information which is traveling over internet, which you guys are consuming day in and day out. There'll be great people talking you about, telling you nuances and technical details of different technology, different projects, different operational work that are doing, how a company is hiring. You'll be having a great information available, but the point is what you should do and how you should try to map it, how you should plan your journey. There'll be very less people who will be able to give you a schematic understanding, and so that you can build a framework for yourself. So my endeavor is with this topic is to, so that you can build a framework and try to find from yourself that whether you are up for it. Hope it makes sense to you. Please give me a you if you are understanding what I'm trying to say. Okay, thank you. So, so basically, if we are talking about technology and especially talking about disruptive technologies, and if we are talking about IT, information age in which we are living, and if you're talking about building a career in that, the three key questions that one each student at this juncture should ask themselves: what, why, and how. Simple, basic questions. What I'm up to, why I am doing this, and how I am going to do this. That's a very basic question that one should ask themselves. You can pick up a paper, you can pick up a pen in the night, in the day, whenever you feel you have little time, and you have little sense of peace, when you can hear yourself, and just try to write whatever you're doing. Suppose you have done engineering, suppose you have done MBA, suppose you have done from electronics, biotech, whatever branch you're in, whatever curriculum you're in, just try and understand what you're doing, what you want to do, but why, and then is how. Just write it candidly. If somebody says, I want to earn a lot of money, perfect, makes sense. Just write, I want to make a lot of money, so I'm looking for an opportunity to make a lot of money. Just write it. Okay, so then it will start. Because why I'm making you understand the importance of writing and make doing things, because we think a lot of, again, a lot of information is there, but to make sense out of it, like Truecaller says, separating signal out of the noise, that's what the key analytics or the key understanding, and that's the differentiator between a successful person and a normal professional. So if you want to be a successful professional in terms of whatever work you do, please write. Go the old school way. Simple pen and paper. Not to have a lot of apps for managing of life. Those seems good, but most of them turn into a clutter. So just simple thing. Write what you're trying to do, why you're trying to do, and how you're trying to do. And if we talk in terms of disruptive technologies now, disruptive technologies is nothing but something which has changed the course of entire civilization and entire humankind in which the age we live. So suppose let's take an example of artificial intelligence, or let's take an example of a technology like analytics. These are all great jargon words, but what sense or what changes have they brought in our life? If we can appreciate that thing, and that those changes are not incremental changes. It's not like, suppose you're trying to manufacture or you're trying to do a small thing in 2 hours. Suppose let's take an example. If you're using a USB connector, and if you had a technology of transferring data, a set of data, in suppose 2 minutes, and tomorrow you have a technology which can transfer the same data in half of the time, is that disruptive technology? No, it's not. It's only a more efficient way of doing it. Disruptive technology is when you change the complete paradigm of things, when you change the whole scheme of things, when you change the way things is done, and then it may be referred as a disruptive technology. Like the work which has been done in terms of healthcare using AI models, like the work which is being done, the decision making tools that is being done in terms of using data analytics. The way we take decision has completely changed, and a lot of things which we used to do have become absolutely obsolete now. Even 15 years back, can somebody imagine running with a so much efficient processor in their pocket, which can give them exact location anywhere, which can give them speech to text converter? A blind man can use it, a deaf person can use it, those kind of things. Can somebody imagine? No, it was very tough. So within that span of time, the entire framework, the entire paradigm of the scheme of things and the operations, the way business used to work, has absolutely changed. And to give you a classic example, we are here talking on a virtual platform. Before COVID, only 2 years back, have anybody imagined that entire work, even the small kids working, taking small play school education, will shift on online? And teachers who haven't used even computers will also start teaching using a Zoom platform. Nobody has thought about it, but it was possible, it was done, and it is being done, and it will be further transformed in days to come. Why? That's called disruption. When you change things dramatically for betterment. That is what disruptive technologies is all about. It sounds so great, but yet it is very, very empowering, very powerful, but only if we try to understand it deeply from the point of view of each function that we are working in. So, till now, what we have understood is that disruptive technology is something which changes the complete scheme of things. From if we take a one end of a point and the second end of a point, then the both ends are absolutely 100% different from the initial state, and the final state is absolutely transformed. That's what we can call a technology as a disruptive technology. Now, when we're talking about building a career in it, we're talking about that we are able to have those skills, that we can use the technology, and we can also not only work with the technology but create something big out of it, which can in turn become a force multiply, and can become a further disruption in whatever field we are working. If we have that capacity, then only we can build work in disruptive technologies. And to do that, whenever you're like in a college student, and why it is very, very important for all of you who are in at college state, is because you are at a point of life, and you are at a junction of your life where you can pause, where you can think, where you can choose your field. Again, many of you may be thinking that you have to pay your education loan, you have to pay for your parents, you have to have a lot of responsibilities. But believe you me, as you grow in life, as you grow in your personal life, your responsibilities in coming time are going to become multiplied, are going to exponentially increase. So where you are right now, you'll have exponentially increased responsibilities and complexities in life. Now, I'm not trying to scare you. What I'm trying to say here you is, please make sense of out whatever you do. So if you're trying to think, okay, fine, let's build a career in artificial intelligence. Do you really know artificial intelligence? Do you really understand it? What is it? How can you do about it? What does you possess that you will fit there? Will it make you happy? Will it give you right amount of financial resources that you require? Does it make sense to you? It may make sense to a lot of people, but does it make sense to you? So you need to ask all of these questions to yourself. Come on, let's move ahead. So as I said, there are a lot of technical jargons that you will hearing about technology things, machine learning, how blockchain is changing the way financial transactions are done, how AI models are helping in various like healthcare sector, industrial, how cloud solutions are helping organizations scaling their automation, so on and so forth. But what the main point which remains is, are they only jargons, or what are we getting to know about it? Do we really understand them? Do we really understand when we talk about cloud? When we talk about AI, what is exactly it? Doing a certification is fine. It's a skill set that you understand little deeper. But understanding a technology means that you understand what is the implication of the technology on the particular business, what is its implication on the industry, what is its implication on the entire world, and then what is the where do you fit in the scheme of things. आप कहाँ fit होते हैं पूरे things में? अगर AI artificial intelligence after 10 years going to change the scheme of things, आप उसमें कहाँ fit हो सकते हैं? What you can contribute, which type of projects you can work. Our AI is a very, very broad word. Where can you fit in that? So that's what there are a lot of jargons. Do not get swayed away by the jargon. Do not go people, especially most of you must be on LinkedIn. And believe you me, the content on LinkedIn, there was a survey done. 93% of the content of LinkedIn is fake. People are living in fool's paradise. And everybody in this generation specifically, not to point out, but that's the reality, they are in always in a hurry to have instant gratification. So, posting a picture on Instagram, if likes have not come, their heart sink in. So they are in a habit of instant gratification. Similarly, they have started using LinkedIn, creating stories, creating content, bashing their manager, bashing hierarchy, bashing like every business is bad, HR is bad, HR is only doing rangoli, and whatnot, and doing things, a lot of lecturing everybody. But believe you me, most of the thing is absolutely fake. Please don't do that. My request to you is, please don't do that. Please understand how you leverage LinkedIn if you really want to use it. First of all, first is ask yourself, why do you want to use it? If you think that through LinkedIn you will get a job, you're again living in a fool's paradise. It's only a tool, a professional tool to communicate with people. How you can leverage it is the second step. First, you need to understand that what is the limitation and what is the scope of it. So please don't get swept away about the, you have to post something, you have to do something. This, why I'm specifically speaking about LinkedIn, is because there is a lot of crap which is going on LinkedIn, and people are using it like, just like any social media tool to, showcase that how great they are in their professional endeavor, which is, I think, not the way, which not justified. Yes, you can share your work, but you should not share like, you're trying to show yourself or trying to show your picture to others, that, look, how great I am. I think you're losing the purpose of the entire scheme of things, and you will not gain anything. You will, believe you me, you will not gain anything. And similarly, in each field of technology, like LinkedIn is a jargon nowadays in the field of social media and a professional circles. Similarly, each technology has become a jargon. People don't understand it. They use it very loosely, talk big about it, but doesn't have an iota of a thing. What does exactly it mean? Please take a pause. Do not use it if you don't know it. Talk sensibly, make sense, talk with data. If you start doing it, believe you me, people will respect you more, and you will automatically gain more. First of all, you don't need to have, certification from others that what you know and what you don't know. Play on content, work on content. If you want to be a successful professional in long term, if you want to be hit the apex of your career, if you want to reach to the pyramid of your life, then you need to be truthful to yourself. Now, so what is the most important things that, when we want to build a career in technology world, what are the most important things that one need to do, or what is the relevance which is there in terms of whatever we understand from disruptive technologies? Firstly, what skills are required? So let's have a relevance of things. If a person wants to excel in, suppose for example, if some person wants to excel in data analytics, then number one, his math should be very, very good. His numerical ability should be very good. Second, he should be comfortable using maths in daily life and building models. Third, he should be a person who should not get bored using Excel sheet and, working on numbers. He should not get. That's a core kind of a core skill or core quality that he should have within. If he don't have those things, then believe you me, doing the dumb job, working on a system, he will not enjoy it, and he will curse himself after 3 or 4 years, and then he will try to change the industry or try to change the role. So you should always have relevance to things, that fine, I want to excel in this area, do I have it in me? And then find what are the skills which is required, what are the core skills in that particular technology which is required, what is the education that is required. Suppose a person of biotechnology branch wants to only go into a deep computer science field, want to do MS, and he should ask himself, does it really fit? Does it really fit? Does it make sense to him? So those kind of alignments they need to do. Then education, skill, experience. Do they have any experience? Have they done a small college project also in on that particular technology? Have they ever used about it? Do they read articles on those technology? Have you subscribed to any groups where there good information and what is going around in the industry and the world is going around on those things. Have you ever done that? Do you consume information, right, confirm information on those field? Are you really connected? I'll give an example to it. We Indians are all fan of cricket, and I was also one of them. So over a period of time, when you follow certain game as a passion, when you play, when you watch, you start getting a good knowledge and understanding of things, and you can make your own, dream 11. You can make your own. You can even, bet your money on that. Why? That's because you find it relevant. You have adequate understanding, you have adequate experience, you have adequate education, you have adequate skill to do that. So that's how you need to see it, from the perspective of whatever career you want to build it. It's not about what others say, it's about what you have. And so, having said all of this thing, I'll take you to a very important concept. I hope, have anybody read the book Ikigai? Please give me in the comment box if you have read. I hope all of you are not dozing off. Okay. Some people, only some people have. Okay. Okay. It's a great book, but basically, what it talks about is, book talks about ikigai in your life. What is the purpose of your life? That's what the book is all about. But if we take that inspiration in the career, in the professional aspect, then I think you need to get what is your ikigai, which is what. So please do this exercise. First, I've given you that, remove the jargon, understand whatever technologies are there, just do a little homework, 3 4 days, understand each technology properly. Then take charge of, a pen and paper, write down why, what, and when, how, why you want to get into that field. Then again, understand your ikigai. Now, to explain you ikigai is nothing that why you want to go into a particular job, why you want to go into a particular area of working. Somebody is passionate, somebody wants to work in HR, somebody wants to work in technology, somebody wants to work in finance. But ikigai is something, your wants may be anything. I may want tomorrow to become president or the prime minister of the country, but do I really have in it me? Do I really have those skills and their core value system which is required for that? To know yourself, to know your value system, to know what you have in within you, that is what is your ikigai. What is your purpose of your profession? What is that one thing which gives you maximum enjoyment and thrill and excitement? Because if you can understand and find that, then that kind of job you will always be happy, no matter how much you are paid for, no matter what appointment you are working on. And it's, believe you me, it's a very very tough thing to do. People after working for 10 years are not able to understand what is their ikigai. But at a college stage it is easier to do. Why? Because there had not been, any polish has not been done from wherever you have worked. You are not being polished, you still have don't family responsibilities very high. Some may be having, but not all. So you can still, speak to yourself and find what is your ikigai. So I'm just giving you a brief of it. You can go yourself and try it out. Read the book. Read their good videos on YouTube. What is your ikigai? But I'm talking in terms of not your life, but at least your professional endeavor. What is that you have? Are you, can you be a good people manager? Have you always been a captain of your team? Then yes, you can always be a good people manager. What kind of a person you are, if you can know that, then you can definitely find out what kind of, work that you would love to do and enjoy. Second thing, after knowing little bit on your ikigai, again, do another exercise. Check your what is your passion. Now, passion is again a misnomer, and a lot of people have misunderstood. Passion is not something that you know is something that you always want to do, no, or you routinely do, no. Passion is something that gives you a little excitement. Passion is something that gives you a little thrill whenever you do it. And from where does passion come? Passion comes from your psychological makeup. What is your psyche? If suppose somebody is an introvert person, he doesn't like to communicate with all the people, but he is very good at computer games, he is very good at coding, then certainly he can not be a good people manager. He can never be very good in a public affairs role, where or a client based role, because he'll not be able to communicate himself. Now, there's nothing right and wrong about things. You are as you are as a person, but you need to know what you are. So there are online websites available where you can go and do your passion test and understand what is your passion by answering simple question. There is also psychological test like MBTI. You can go on free. That's a free tool available on Google. You can go and check what kind answering simple question, but on being honest about it, and you can know what kind of person you are. And when you know what kind of person you are, when you understand what you like through your passion, and when you understand that what is the thing that gives you a little kick in life, that's your ikigai. If you can bring a Venn diagram of all three things and find that what is the matching thing, then you can find out, okay, fine, I am a person who love to speak, I am a person who love to collaborate, I am the person who love to engage with people. Then yes, you can be a good manager working with client, you can be a good people manager, you can be a manager who is good in business development, you can be a person who is good in public affairs. You may not be a very good person working doing coding and sitting on one desk. So that's how you can correlate and understand about yourself. Now, instead of giving you details on technology, I'm trying to take you through a mirror so that you can understand yourself. The reason is simple. There is a lot of free content available. What is technology, and understanding those definitions, talking, all those tech stuffs and all. You have got complete life to do that. You can try that out. You'll get a lot of people to do that. But what I'm telling you is what really will help you to understand yourself. Till the time you will not understand, analyze, and know yourself, you can never be successful professional. That's what my endeavor is. I hope till now all of you are with me. Please acknowledge in the comment box so that I'm aware. Okay, fine. So with this, I think when you know your ikigai, when you understand what is you're passionate about, when you do your psychology analysis and you know what kind of personality you have, what kind of person you are, then definitely you can answer these questions, two questions. What are you good at versus what you want to do? Now, I may want to become, like I said, may want to become prime minister of the country, but can I? That's $1 million question. So point is, careers are not made based on what you want. Careers are made based on what you are good at. Because we may want, our want changes every time. When we were kid, we wanted a bicycle. As we grew, we wanted maybe for boys it's a cricket bat, for girls it may be something else. As we grew further, we wanted a motorcycle. When we grew further in life, we may want a car, then we may want a luxury car. We may want, there is no end to wants and desires, and it changes as you proclaim one, your desire will automatically shift to the other thing, which is, and it'll say you'll not be no longer be happy with the same thing, and you want something else. That's how the human nature is. So your wants may be different, but please don't get sword away by the wants. Your wants will take you to a very deep shit. And wants will take you to places where you will get no result. Wants will make you do and waste your time. You may want to play a video game, but you know, are you really good at it? That can you make a career out of it? Please ask yourself. Please draw a line on a plain paper whenever you get free time. Write down things what you want to do, and against those things again write, are you good at it? On again write, what are the things that you are good at? Believe you me, this simple exercise will make a lot of sense to you when you'll analyze yourself, when you'll see that you may wanted to do things, you may wanted to work in disruptive technologies, or you may want to work in blockchain, or you may want to work in any abcd things, and but are you really good at it? Does it make sense to you? Is it meant for you? Is it your passion? Does the person, that kind of person you are, will it this make you happy? Does it go along with your passion and your psychoanalysis, and is it your does it fall under the circle of your ikigai? Please, please, please do this thing. It may take you 20 days, 15 days, 1 month. Take a paper, write down all of these, find these answers. If what it will how it will help you is that it will start making sense. You will make more informed decisions. We at every moment of life we are making decisions, but some of our decisions are reactive. Most of the decisions are reactive. We are just reacting to situations, but there are very less times when we actually make informed decisions. And if you want to make informed decisions in your career, please do the things that I've told you. It will really help you. There was a great study done in Harvard, that one simple thing, which is goal setting. 73% of the people who have written their goals on a piece of paper, simple piece of paper, not even analyzed it properly, are earning double to the people who have not written. And 5% of the people out of the complete 10-year students who have written goals and who have tried to implement them are earning more than 10 times of the people who have only written it. That's the power of all these things. That's the power of, you know, knowing yourself. What you do is a very secondary thing. You can learn the skill, you can have education, that's not an issue. The point is what you should do and what you should not waste your time to know. This is the real golden thing in today's days. More, your time is very precious. You have only 24 hours. What you make out of it will make the difference, that whether you'll become great, do great things in life, you'll do average thing in life, or you'll not do anything in life. I hope you are all with me till this. Please give me acknowledgement in the comment box. Okay, somebody is saying please repeat the Harvard data again. So yeah, there was a study done in Harvard, that people who have done goal setting, like simple goals. Suppose I have a goal. I want to buy a BMW in next 3 years. That may be my goal. Similarly, they have written their life goals. All the people who are passing out, and out of the people who have done written goals on a simple piece of paper. So out of the total people who have their written goals, who have written on a piece of paper, somebody has raised a hand. Yeah, please unmute yourself and speak if you want to say something. Okay, yeah, I think yeah, nobody's saying anything. So let's continue. So I was saying, out of the total people who were there in the Harvard from the last 10 years, people who have written goals are have and over a period of time are earning more than 10 times the people who have not have written goals. That's what this study shows. And people who have implemented those written goals are even, multifold times the people who have no written goals. So that's the power of simple goal setting. When you write on a paper that this is what I want to do, and you analyze those things every month. Where am I right now? You check yourself. I'm giving you these examples. These are all real life. These are all real life things, and I'm not trying to make create any stories out here, but I'm trying to give you an analogy that's the power of a simple goal setting exercise that we have, that we can do. So whatever I've told you till now, ikigai, passion test, psychoanalysis, understanding yourself, knowing detail of each disruptive technology, if you're really interested in technology, what exactly it is, what kind of projects are being done in this world, what is the industry doing in these technologies, where are our country in these technologies. If you can make sense of entire this information, then you can make an informed decision about yourself. So it takes us to the very important exercise that I was talking about, which is goal setting. And I've given an example of Harvard story, that what is the power of goal setting. So I request all of you to please write on a piece of paper, after doing your passion, ikigai, psychoanalysis, and understanding yourself. Please write what are your life goals, what are your career goals, what are your financial goals, and write them from next 5 years. What do you want to have? Suppose you say, I want to buy a home after 5 years, at least within the next 5 years I want to have my own home. Fine, write it down. Then break it down into 1 year period. From next 1 year, what do you want to do? Then in next 2 years, what should have been done? Write measured things. Like suppose you say, in next 5 years I want to save 10 lakh of rupees. Let's simple goal. Write down, in next 5 years 10 lakh rupees. Then in next 2 years it should be 2 lakh rupees. Next 3 or 4 years it should be 7 lakh rupees. So like that, use a broad to narrow approach. Write down each of your goals, whatever health goal you have, whatever financial goal you have, whatever career goal you have, write it down. And then go on with these goals, written goals, day in and day out. Try to revise yourself, try to check yourself every month, make a monthly exercise and see where you are. Right? So yeah, once you have done these things, then what you can do, then you can analyze whatever options you have. So now we'll start talking about technology. Data analytics, artificial intelligence, or robotics, or automation, whatever technology we are trying to work in, or whatever area of domain. Suppose somebody is very good about doing same things again and again, which means he can be a good person who can work in operational work, who can be very good at operations. He can be a good operations manager. Somebody is interest, he is good at operation, is good at repeated things, he can be a good operations management. And he is really interested and really have been following aviation from over a period of time, then yes, he can go into aviation operations. Or somebody is really following the e-commerce company like Amazon and Flipkart, and he is good in doing repetitive things, that means he is good in operations, he can handle pressures and deadlines, then yes, he can be an operations manager in Amazon, working on e-commerce applications. This is how you can do filtering. When you know yourself, when you understand what technology does, when you understand what is the meaning of the technology, when you know yourself, then please do this filtering. What how it will help you is, now, till now you are just trying for simple, gain a particular career in a particular different technology, wherever get an opportunity, or you gain or you have a job opportunity, wherever somebody gives you, you are ready to go. You don't know whether you will love it, or you will hate it, or you will like it, or you will enjoy it or not. But after 5 years, today you will feel that you only need a job no matter what. But tomorrow you will again feel that no, at that time, I have thought about it, given a second moment of pause, and thought about it more proactively, that this is what I'm good at, this is what I'm not good at, this is what I know. I'm not good in speaking English. Suppose somebody is not good in speaking English and communicating. Why would he like to go into marketing? No, marketing will never work for a person like him, because he will not be able to express himself. So please understand the importance of this exercise, importance of these things. Know yourself, then filter your career options, and then go for it, whether it's among technology or it's among non-technology. Within technology, again, if you're good in maths, you can go for analytics and field like AI. If you're not good at those things, and you're not good with stats, you're not good with spreadsheets, then you may not be very comfortable doing it. If you're not a person who can code for 3-4 hours and sit in alone, maybe that's not meant for you. Problem solving is an ability which a coder need. But not only that, a coder also needs an ability to sit for hours and do a same exercise again and again. You don't realize that. You realize only when you know yourself. So I'm not trying to discourage anybody from going into technology or trying to go into, but I'm trying to make you understand that please don't fall prey into, just don't go into any dumb job just because you need a job. You can do it for time if you really have financial crunch, but please do this exercise. Know yourself. and then give yourself a year, a 2 year time period to gain knowledge in that field and try to find a role and a job, meaningful job in that particular field, which suits you, which suits your personality, which suits your persona, which suits your psychology, which suits you, which you can only do after doing this kind of work and filtering, which I'm talking about. So there comes the golden question. Do you really know yourself? It's a very, very big question, especially to asking to the young minds, because you're not in that particular mature age right now where you can think of all these big things. So I'm not asking you to think about yourself from the life perspective, or you or kind of a things. I'm only asking you really understand what kind of person you are, because if you really know yourself, you please don't lie to yourself. If you don't lie to yourself, you will make informed decisions about your career. You will have better understanding. I'll give you a classic example of my life about it. But before that, I would like to take a quick 2 minutes break. So please acknowledge that you have understood what I'm trying to say, and we are ready for a 2 minutes break. Please write in the comment box. Thank you. Thank you. So just 2 minutes and I'll be back, and then we'll start with the example that I'm talking about. Yes, guys. Can you hear me now? Please acknowledge. Fine. So yeah, I was talking about an example of from my life. When I was in my college and I was in the third year of my engineering in computer science, and it was, I remember the date also. I have already had a job in Indian Army. I have qualified the Indian Army. I was also selected for two companies, software companies, through campus placement, which was done. Like one was Infosys, one was US Technology, US Tech company, based out of Trivandrum. And then there was exam of Indian Air Force, which written exam I've cleared, and I got a call letter of SSB, selection procedure. That's an interview call letter which goes on for a week. And I was called, and that was starting on 5th of February. And 5th of February was the day when the gate exam, people who want to pursue masters in engineering, have a gate exam. So gate exam was also scheduled on the same date. And you can appreciate, especially the engineering student will appreciate, a gate exam is quite an important exam for a person who is looking to build his career in engineering field and or a technical field going ahead. So I had a situation of dilemma. I had a situation of total, if and buts, and what to do, what not to do. And I had, believe you me, I had no iota of what Air Force work is all about. what I'm going to do there if I got selected. But I'm certainly was sure that if I miss the MTech exam, that then the exam cannot come for the next 1 year. So that was the decision that I needed to make, and everybody was giving me different suggestion, as it happens any class of student or any group. So yeah, I even consulted faculty members, but everybody has a lot of opinions, but not a real rationale about it. And which makes me understand one thing, that nobody else can decide for me. Nobody else can decide for me. If I'm looking for solutions from others, I'm doing great disservice and disharm to myself. I- Advice can only help you give certain information for making an informed decision. But if you try to rely on others' advice for making decisions, then again you're heading for trouble. This is what I could, because I what number of advices I got made me more confused. And at that point, I met one of the professor, a retired colonel from army, and and I spoke to him for 10 years, 10 minutes, sorry. And within those 10 minutes, he gave me a very, very important truth bomb, a kind of an understanding, that Rohit, it doesn't matter what you do you enjoy it? That's what matters. Just ask yourself, close your eyes, ask yourself, write it down. If you don't know yourself first. Just do this thing. If you really know yourself, find out what are your strengths, find out whatever your weaknesses, what you can do, what you cannot do, what you want to do, what you love to do, what is the real practical truth about yourself. If you know that, just have an understanding of that in your mind, and then look at the options. I'm sure you'll be able to make a more informed decision. And believe you me, that was a kind of a eureka moment for me. Not that I invented anything, but I invented myself, that I never thought in that way, because being a college kid and being a person who had been placed in two companies, I was already in cloud nine, thinking of going to US on site, and making dollars, and stuff like that. But I never thought whether a person like me will enjoy working on a system, sitting on a system and coding and doing that. Will I enjoy that? Will I have a fulfilling career doing that? I never thought in that sense. Yes, I have a job. That's fine, but will it make me happy? I never thought in that sense. So I went about it. I took me 2 days to write it down, look back in my life, look back and understand. And I'm telling you, I'm only telling you from a maturity of a student. I'm not asking you to become a very big knowledgeable person from day one. You may not have a complete understanding of professional life that is ahead of you, but you can always have an understanding of what you are. Never make a decision based on what is ahead of you. Never make decision on based on assumptions. Make decisions by knowing yourself. Whatever the life throws at you, whatever the other choices, to make a decision, the most important thing is to know yourself. And whatever I've told you till now is a process, basic simple framework. You can go in detail in each thing, use internet, just write it down, and you can believe you make great informed decision for rest of your life. And you can even make informed decision not only about your professional life, but your personal life also, your relationships, your health, your family. What is important to you? What is your priority? You can make great decisions based on this simple thing, that by knowing yourself. So I request all of the students who are listening to me, do not fall prey to any technical jargons thrown at you in terms of technology, in terms of doing this, building a cool website and all that. No, that's fine. You want to build websites, please do that. You want to build apps, please do that. No problem about it. But if you enjoy it, then do that. But don't do that because my friend is doing it, I want to do it. That's not a good way to live life. Okay, and believe you me, tomorrow, today you will do it, but tomorrow, and you may even become good at it after practicing it, but you cannot change your core inner instinct. And if you follow your core inner instinct, like it is said in great संस्कृत teachings, अपने स्वधर्म का पालन करो. And स्वधर्म का मतलब यही होता है to know yourself. If you can know yourself, you can make right decision, whether you want to pursue a career in particular technology, whether you want to pursue career in a particular field, whether you want to pursue career with a particular company, whether you want to live and work in a particular country. All those decisions are aligned to your core inner being. Please try to identify. You will not gain detailed insight in yourself in day one, or 1 year or 2 year. It takes years to people to do that. And I am also only doing it right now, but at least I understand. I made certain decisions which have been good, certain things which have been very bad, but I know now. I understand. Till the time I will not ask myself, I will not make a decision which is right. And if you make a decision based on your inner voice, even if that decision turns tomorrow bad, no matter, you will not regret it, because that was the right decision at that particular moment of time, and because that was based on what you are. So please, it's a little psychological thing, but please pay attention to it, and that's very, very important. Now with this, I think I am done with things in terms of what I have to say. But also I would like to, before the Q&A to start, I would like to give you further 2 3 important tips that will help you in professional endeavors. Number one, today, from you coming out of college, you may be building a early startup career in terms of you starting, whether you want to go into an entrepreneurship, or whether you become an entrepreneur, or a professional working, looking for a job, whatever you may do. But you will always have mid-career crisis after next 10 years. And again, the same question will come what we are talking today. You will again have lot of choices. You will again have lot of ways in life. You will again come back to this first slide. Different people standing have lot of ways which way to follow. But the point is to know your way. What is your way? What is your swadharma? What is your inner being? What do you like? What kind of person you are? If you love to talk, you can be a great marketer. You can be a great person working on sales. Then why to become a bad engineer? Why to go and do a coding dumb job which is maybe tomorrow done by bots? I'm not trying to degrade coding, but what I'm trying to say is it's a man behind the machine, or man behind the gun which fires. It's not the gun which fires. Please note this thing. Most important thing is you, not the technology. Technology you can make, you can alter. Today's disruptive technology will become obsolete in times to come. Mark my words, within next 10 years, everything will become upside down, and you will again be learning different skills, different languages. So today you are learning Python, tomorrow you will learn something else. The point is not to race behind this technology. Point is to know yourself. If you know yourself, whatever you will learn, whatever you will do, you will do great. Mark my words. And also, to make any informed decision, there are two key things. One, I told you, to know yourself. The other also key important thing is to understand the context of thing. So for example, somebody wants to pursue a career in law. He wants to become a practitioner in law graduate, or a good advocate. Or somebody wants to go for, suppose he wants to clear UPSC because his father family, he's got a lot of many IS officers in their family, and he wants to clear UPSC. With that, peer pressure is bounding, especially people from eastern UP and Bihar. They have a internal pressure right from the day they become little bit, from their teenage. They have a pressure to clear UPSC. Whether they like geography, history or not, doesn't matter. They will have this pressure. But please note, make an informed decision is only based on two things. One, you know self. The other thing is understand what you're talking about. So if in terms of technology, if you know what is blockchain, if you know what is building, how does machine learning work, what, please go in little deep. The world which is coming to us in the ahead in times is not of a generalized person, it's of a specialized person. There are number of jobs for a person who can solve a particular problem, but there is no job for a person who know everything but cannot solve a problem. And I repeat, there will be number of jobs for a person who can solve a particular problem and know only one thing, but there may not be a lot of job. There will not, in fact, there will not be any job for a person who know many things but cannot solve a single problem. Please specialize in yourself in particular field. Whether you want to go into data analytics, start, do a good course nowadays and use, consume free online information on YouTube and other platforms available. Use those. Do not waste your time on Netflix and all. This is all crap. You're building crap in your mind. Please don't waste your time on all these things. And I'm not saying from the point of view of making you not to enjoy life. Enjoy life, but enjoy it in reality. Go play some game. Go hang out with your friends. Go watch a good movie or whatever you like it. But don't sit, don't become a potato couch or a couch potato, whatever we call it. So the point is, do not become a person who does nothing and talk a lot. No, talk less, think more, and do the do action absolutely promptly. And you can only do it when you specialize in particular field, when you have a detailed understanding of things. So if you suppose to want to go into a field of let's say robotics or automation, please understand what is automation. Automation is all about integrating process and technology. That is automation, nothing else. It's, you may throw a lot of jargon, but it's nothing. It's simply integration of process and technology, understanding that basics, then building on those skills, acquiring those certification, going into particular field. How does automation work in a fintech industry, financial technology industry? How does technology works for a public sector? How does it works for a commercial organization? How does cloud solutions, what is cloud actually? So point what I'm trying to make is, there is a lot of things to do. This world is full of things, but your time, your energy is very precious. Focus on the area which suits your personality and then go on very deep in it, so that you can understand it in and out, and then try for the job or your whatever. If you want, if you want to build a company for that, please do buy all that. If you understand how to do business, if you want to try it out, please do it. If that's your ikigai, that's your ikigai, you want to build something, please go for it. India needs entrepreneur. India need people who can give employ others. Please do that. But before getting into an adventure of becoming and running a startup, but just because my friends are saying, doesn't make any sense. Ask yourself. And when you ask yourself, your family is also included. Whatever your family responsibilities are also there, please write them also. Those responsibilities, those realities of life are part of you. They are not away from you. It's not only that what kind of person you are. Your responsibilities also become part of what person you are. So your whole entire reality, please be truthful to yourself. Know that reality, then understand those fields and options which are in alignment with you. Then try to gain deeper understanding, assess all of those options, then pick up one option, then go for it. Once you do it with such an informed thing, you will have great success, no doubt about it. Believe in yourself. And lastly, I would like to say, life is not about how much money you make. Life is not about how much instant gratification you receive on social media by posing pictures and how cool people think. Life is what you think you're going in your mind. If you're happy in your mind, if you're contentful sitting under a tree, life is great. But if you're sitting in a palace, but you're miserable within your mind, then believe me, that's the classic hell. There are no hell and heaven out away from anywhere. Hell and heaven exist in our mind, in our consciousness. Please find yourself, please understand yourself. Do which your soul, your heart likes, or the thing which you love to do. If whatever it may be your passion, if you love to play video games and you want to build a career in video games only, there are multiple ways to do it. But please know yourself, and this is the right time. The more responsibilities will keep mounting on you, your ability to make bold decisions will decrease. So I think with this, I would like to say thank you so much for hearing me out. And also do watch certain videos of Simon Sinek on YouTube, if you know that person. He talks great on leadership skills. If somebody is interested and on life skills and business skills, he talk very good psychology and psychological empowering videos. Please do watch Simon Sinek. And good luck to all of you in all of your endeavors. May God bless you. Please live, laugh, live a physical, real life, laugh loud, party with friends, enjoy your life, love your parents, love your family, respect all everybody around. Become become real. Don't fall into this instant gratification world, which is taking people to nowhere. Please live a real life, not a real life, and make informed decisions, whether it's career or personal life. I'm sure you'll do great. God bless you. Thank you so much. And I'm open to questions. I think panelists can take one by one, whatever you have. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yeah, please, Kajan, go ahead.
Sir, we have got a lot of questions, but we don't have ample of time, so we have selected a few.
Okay,
And the first
please.
question is, how do I join Defense Intelligence India?
Okay, defense intelligence. So, first of all, you have a choice to join defense forces, but you may not have a choice of joining whether to go into uh, intelligence branch of defense or not. That is a very very subjective decision, and that's a decision which is taken by the organization. Again, it's a psychological decision based on the type of person they choose to do so. If you're really interested about it and you're good at it, and if you're there at the right place and you can request your seniors, and you can certainly be given that chance to do it. But there are certain realities. Again, there are a lot of you may see movies like Akshay Kumar movies like Baby and all, but those are not the real things. Life is very different. It's very tough life, staying away from family and living those things, doing those things. It's not like what glamorous being shown in movies. So reality is something very very different. So those decisions you can only make when you understand them fully. So I would say, if you're interested to join defense forces, by all means, please do that. That's one of the greatest places to work in India, especially if you're talking in Indian context. I worked in civil government, I worked in Indian defense forces, I worked in corporate, and armed forces beats everything hands down. There's no iota of a doubt. The kind of life you live, kind of with passion. It's an emotional journey. It's not a job. It's an emotional journey of career. So it's a great place to work. Good luck to you, but don't feel that you can straight away go into intelligence services, and this is not the way it is done. It's after you go and 5 7 years of seniority at least, then based on type of person you are, and it's a complete different metrics. It's an organization decision, not a personal decision, not a career decision basically. What I can recommend you instead is, if you can go into, information bureau has certain vacancies which they flourish. So if you can try for that, that's a particular niche domain, but that's not very glamorous again. But what things you see outside, that's about becoming a raw agent and all. You may become that. I'm not saying you may not, but that again, that's an organization decision. That's a prerogative of organization, whether you're working in defense or in paramilitary forces. So they need to decide. But what I would recommend you is to try clear UPSC, join IPS, and then perhaps you can go in deputation to RAW or CBI or Intelligence Bureau and all those organizations, and you can certainly get a chance to work and a lot of great operations that can come through. Hope it answers the query.
Okay, sir. The next question is, tell about the opportunity for triple E engineers in defense.
Okay, so yeah, any engineering aspirants, I think earlier it was a different test. EKT was being organized, and what my understanding now is that a test which has been organized is called FCAT in terms of Air Force. Similarly, Army also have a different test. I'm not sure about the name, which is because I'm not current on those things. But you can certainly simply go to the career website of Armed Forces, that is Air Force separate, airforce.nic.in. Similarly, Army career at the rate airforce.nic.in. Similarly, Army. Similarly, Navy, and based on that you can find out what all type of entries are there. So technical entries, yes, all the engineers are welcome. Other than technical, also in like in flying branch in Air Force, yes, you can go as an engineer. In Navy, executive branch. In Army, again same. So there are different levels. You can go after 12th through NDA, you can go after graduation through CDS, or you can have a direct engineers entry, which is there also. In certain colleges, even Army, Navy, and Air Force comes for recruitment from college itself. It's called UES, University Entry Scheme. So there are different avenues. Please visit their website. There is a comprehensive information given. You can have an understanding from there. And if I'm not wrong, every 6 months there is a form which is available, which you can fill and you can try for that.
Okay, sir. And the next question is, how was your experience from the transition from JP Morgan to defense and to the scientist as an engineer?
Okay, so I was in Air Force, then I transitioned into JP Morgan, and then into working with ministry. So from 2009 to 2015, I worked with Indian Air Force. From 15 onwards, I was working on few strategic and secretive assignments, policy for armed forces, wherein I was working in close quarters and close coordination with Ministry of IT. So that's from where I had an interactive work with them. Then after my career, I was a short service commission officer. So in 2019 my 10 years with Air Force was over, and after that I joined JP Morgan and Chase at a AVP level, and there I was working on certain technology policy and projects. And from that was a Mumbai location which was not coming very suitable, so I also had an opportunity to work with ministry. So I joined full time working with ministry, so I'm currently working with ministry in that sense. So this is how the timelines is concerned. In terms of experience, yeah, it is great, it's very diverse. Working with armed forces is very, again, very passionate, very close to my heart, so it is not comparable to anything. But yeah, it's great. Working from uniform is something else. The requirement is more operational, and when you go into a corporate organization, it's very different. There in corporate, you need to have one particular skill. You need not to be a very, need not to know everything. You need to be a domain specialist. So you need to have understanding in deep understanding in one particular field, and you need to be more comfortable working individually. In government, you need to be more comfortable working in a team environment, because there is you need to I was a commander of two units, so there more than 300 people were working under me. So that's a different requirement. In terms of corporate, it was a more individual contributor role, wherein I was not working to make things. In terms of, there was not a lot of big team under me. I was rather contributing in terms of my domain expertise. Coming again to ministry work, the work is more bureaucratic in approach. It's a more policy and research driven approach of work, which involves a combination of teamwork and team leadership work, and a combination of individual contributor role work also. And it involves a lot of collaboration and stakeholder engagement with various external agencies like IIT Delhi, academia, that is institutions, different international organization, commercial organization, companies which are there. So it's a lot of collaborative work which goes on.
And the next question is, can you give some tips on how one can proceed while pursuing a career as a scientist?
Okay, so basically, in my sense, the scientist word may, kind of may give you a different meaning. There are two type. One is scientist is one when you do research on such something, when working in a lab or working in a particular field, you excel. That's a scientist. In my case, scientist is a name of a cadre. Like defense is one cadre, UPS through IS is one cadre. Similarly, scientist in one cadre, one kind of an entry in government organization. So I'm working as a joint director level as a scientist. So scientist is cadre. I'm not trying to do any experiments there. The work involved is technical, so that's why they've given the name of cadre as scientist. However, in terms of how you can go and excel into scientist career as a scientist is, simply in the if you want to work in the field of science or any technical field and to leverage and become a scientist, I think the foremost thing you need to have is desire to gain a lot of knowledge, to person who is happy to work in academic field, happy to work on research endeavors. So my advice would be, do a PhD from a good college, do a PhD from a very good college, and continue your research work and endeavors in an academic field. To become, if you want to become an academician, I want to become a scientist, do a graduation, post graduation, then start your endeavor with any particular field. Refine your field area, then start working on it and do a PhD there, and then you will find various means to do further, uplift your skill level in terms of doing PDoc and other things.
Okay, sir, it was a very nice and thought provoking session for all of us. Now, I would like to call Utkarsh Bhaiya and he will conclude the next part.
Kajal, am I audible?
Yes, Bhaiya.
Okay. Hello, sir. Hello, everyone. This is Utkarsh, treasurer of ECE Society. First of all, I heartily would like to thank sir for accepting our request and sparing his important time with us. Sir, really, ECE Society PIT Mesra is delighted and honored by your presence, and it was really an astounding session. You have enlightened and motivated us with your sounding words. Sir, ECE Society will love to see you as a guest speaker for the future events. So, before concluding the sessions, I will request our president to say his few words. Satyakaya.
Yeah, hello, am I audible?
You are
Yeah.
audible.
Okay, so hello, sir. I am Shekhar and I am the president of EC Society. And we are very thankful for you for giving us your time from your busy schedule. And we promise that we will follow up all the incredible experiences that you have given us. And will use to be ourselves as a great individual like you. And again, I'm very grateful to you for giving us the important time. And I want to regard you from the entire team of the EC Society. And thanks a lot, sir. And thanks to the audience too for being passionate.
Okay, so we'll
Oh,
conclude the
thank you,
session.
Shekhar.
So thank you, audience. Okay,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, Shekhar. Thank you, Utkarsh, and thank you all of you. And in the end, just would like to say thank you so much. Please do take care of yourself and follow your passion. I'm sure you will do great. Thank you. Take care. God bless.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you, audience, for participating in the webinar and being so patient and making it so interesting. I hope you really enjoyed it and got some life lessons. So we hope to see you again next time. So thank you. Sir, we may end the meeting.